have thought that Chinese cars are mediocre. My car for today is something amazing. So behind me, I have a very wonderful, half British, half Chinese car. And I'm going to be explaining to you in today's video why I think that this 21.7 million naira car is everything and more you want in a brand new car. Hey guys, it's Rad with me, and today I have with me the 2022 MGHS in the Trim Trophy, and this is our baby for today. So before we get right on the video, please do well to subscribe if you haven't, and stay with me to find out why I think this car is so amazing. So the MGHS Trophy we have today comes in the color white, pearl white, and it has so many amazing features. So right here, we have our LED daytime running lamps right here. We also have LED and sequential turn signals, by the way, LED headlamps right here. Moving down below, of course, we have our fog lamps, which are also LED. And then the entire front fascia of this car is very beautiful. So right here on the side, of course, we do have our 18-inch alloy rim wrapped in Michelin tires. Over here, of course, we do have our side mirror, which is power folding and has side indicators, also with blind spot detection, by the way. Then we do have chrome right here on the window sills. We have a very beautiful silver roof rail right here. And this car offers you keyless entry. So if you're with your key and say, for example, I lock it, I have my key and I can get in, which is super beautiful. We also do have an amazing ground clearance on this car, which I think is really good, especially for this region, because we do need stuff like this right here, and this baby is something that wins my heart. Coming to the rear, I always love the rear view of cars, especially when they are so beautiful. So of course we do have our fishtail antenna right there, very beautiful back look. Of course you can tell that we have LED tail lights right here. We also have rear window or windshield wiper. Then we do have a power tailgate. Super cool. And we have dual exhaust right here. And they're not fake, which is super lit. We also do have a rear view camera, and we have rear parking sensors right here. Something that really excites me is when I see crossovers with the right amount of space. And I'm talking to you about this cabin. So this is a crossover. And at this price, you do get something that is really interesting. So you get a lot of trunk space. You even get additional storage down here if you leave this. And if you take this up, you also find storage for your spare tire. That is really cool. You also get a boot cover if you just pull this forward. And of course, you get to close your trunk because we still do have our power tailgate right there. When it comes to the interior of the MGHS Trophy, this is one of the most beautiful interiors I've seen in any SUV in this class. And it is the most beautiful interior I've seen on any affordable SUV like this. I mean, this crossover is super beautiful. Do you get bucket seats on crossovers? Like, that is just amazing. So of course you do have a very beautiful dual tone interior right here. So you have gray soft to touch plastic right here. Of course you get red leather right here with your trophy badging, even more trophy badging on the headrest of the bucket seats, which for the co-pilot is 4-way powered and for the pilot is 6-way powered. So when it comes to this part of this car reminds me of the Germans. Like, everything about this car makes you feel like you're in a totally German car. So right here, of course, you do have your 10.1-inch infotainment screen, which is compatible with Apple CarPlay, and you get that as standard. Of course, you also get your dual zone climate control, which is infused into the infotainment system. And of course, you do have hardly any buttons right here, except a few right here, which control the volume, of course, your fan speed, and some other things. You do get your 6-speed gear lever right here. Of course, you have some storage. There are 2 USB ports here, a 12-volt socket right there. Then you get your hazard sign, your mode selector, because this car comes in different driving modes. You get this button which allows you to open and close the tailgate. Then you get this which helps you to lock differentials, because this is an all-wheel drive car. You also get hill descent assist right here. You have your e-parking brake, and you also get auto hold, which I think is super amazing. So because you do have keyless ignition right here, you have your key fob, which you can slot in right here. You have dual cup holders right here. You also get health air, just like in the RX-8 video. So if you haven't watched that video, please do well to click on the pop-up banner or check in the description, and I'll leave a link right there. So if you just open this, this welcomes you to a cool box, which is a cool box. So you do get extra storage, which also serves as a cool box. That is super cool. Right here, of course, you do get your D-shaped steering wheel, your MG emblem, you have your audio controls right, and other, of course, your driver assistant controls right here. You do have your paddle shifters, your 12.1-inch digital gauge cluster, which shows you all of the information it is you need to see on your screen. And that is super lit because you do not get this on any car within this price range. And I think it is super cool. You also get a panel roof, which is lit if you just open it this way. I do get a vanity mirror with lights, so I can actually adjust my makeup. Really cool. The ambient lighting in this car gives me a lot of joy, and the fact that I have this lot of headroom is something amazing. I'm in a crossover and I still have this lot of legroom, which is also very amazing. Then I do get storage here, of course, right? And then I do get some right here, bottle or cup holder, and it is super sweet. Of course, if you open this place, you do get more storage right here, rack cup holders right here, and you get AC vents right here, more health air, and even 2 USB ports at the back. But you do not get heated seats in the rear. You also do get 6 airbags in this car. You have speakers around, and this car is just fun to be in, even when you're not the one driving. So we're taking the MGHS for a test drive, and we're going to talk about what it is that this car is about and how exactly it feels to drive. So to begin with, this car is powered by a 2-liter turbo 4 engine, just as similar to the Mercedes GLC 300. It is mated, of course, to a 6-speed dual-clutch transmission that puts out 227 horsepower, 360 newton meters of torque. Of course, because it's a 4-cylinder, it is very fuel efficient, and it has different driving modes. So you do get your Eco, Normal, Sport, and you do get Super Sport, which you can activate if you just tap this button. So it was already activated. So you do get a really firm ride. You do not get a lot of body roll on curves, but the car is very comfortable. So you get that really comfortable ride while driving this car, and I think it is super awesome. So hiding behind my beautifully leather-strapped steering wheel are 2 paddle shifters, which you get because of the DCT in this car. So you can also change your transmission to manual mode and select your gears manually by yourself, which you can simply do just by slamming the gear lever to the right and moving forward or backward, or better still using the paddle shifters, which I think is super amazing. So you do get very, very, very comfortable bucket seats. Bucket seats are really comfortable. That's something I really do love and admire, because most bucket seats are not comfortable. They give you that very sport car feeling. So this is not the kind of bucket seat you sit on and you feel like you're going to develop a hump back. So if you're like me and you like cars, you'd really enjoy this car. So first off, we get this 12.1-inch digital gauge cluster right here, which gives you all of the information it is you need to see. And it gives this information to you in a very modern way, which I'm very impressed with, because a lot of its competitors, which include the Mercedes GLC 300, the Mazda CX-5, the Hyundai Tucson, and a long list of others, do not give you this at this price. And I think that is a really amazing thing. And because this is an all-wheel drive, you are able to actually lock the differentials right here. That is super cool. When it comes to the things about this car that I do not particularly like, of course, like I always say, no car is perfect, and the MGHS is one of them. So that transmission, it's not as active or as responsive as you'd expect it, especially because this is supposed to be a sporty car. So you get it is enough as a turbo 4-cylinder car, but it's not enough as a very sporty car. And so you do not get that instant push. You feel that bit of lag. The suspensions are also very soft, so you get a very comfortable ride, but of course you have to trade that for a bit of body roll. So when you're going around curves, while you get a firm ride, the EPS is very responsive. Yes, you do get an electric power steering right here. You get a tiny bit of body roll. But aside this car is super perfect, and I think it is an amazing car to own. So tell me in the comment section, for a car that is 21.7 million naira as a brand new car, do you think this is better to own than its competitors, just like I mentioned earlier, the GLC, the Mazda CX-5, the Hyundai Tucson, the Kia Sportage, and the lot of them extra. Please do want to tell me these in my comment section. Guys, we've gotten to that part where I have to say goodbye. Thank you for sticking with me up until this extent. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do want to do that. Give me a thumbs up and please share this video because everybody needs to see this video and know why they need to own a new MGHS, especially within our region. So see you guys next time. Bye.